Morning, ladies and gentlemen. You are very lucky. Neither Mr. Clausen nor I are part of a jazz combo, actually. We wouldn't do that to you. We are happy that so many of you have come to this opening session. You can't welcome everybody individually, but I would like to welcome the members of parliament of the Landtag of North Rhine-Westphalia. And so I would like to honor them specially. Ladies and gentlemen, have you been preventive? Have you done some prevention this morning? Probably you did. Probably everybody brushed their teeth this morning. And if you did that properly, that was a prevention against rotting teeth. And maybe some of you, when going to work, took the trash out, dividing it by paper, glass and other stuff. And that was some prevention against damage to the environment. And if you left your house this morning, that probably you locked the door and you bolted the windows as a prevention against possible burglars into your house and your flat. You see, ladies and gentlemen, in many situations, we people do use prevention. Prevention is valuable and it plays a role in our everyday life. We use it subconsciously and naturally every day. I don't know whether your house has been burglared before. The bad thing for the victims is not the material damage. Many, like I, have an insurance of the stuff in their house. The emotional damage is what really matters. Others have been in your own private home, in your private sphere. They have perpetrated against you in your private sphere, and many victims are traumatized by that feeling of the victims, not only in cases of burglaries but other crimes as well, is what we want to spare people. That's why we say we have to prevent crime before it happens, because prevention is the best protection of the victims. 2 weeks ago, I awarded the Land Prize for inner security to the city of Marl, the town of Marl. I see a Lord Mayor here. It's a smaller town than Bielefeld. Bielefeld is the metropolis of Eastern Westphalia. I think our host forgot to mention that in his welcoming address. So 2 weeks ago, I gave away this award. And I convinced myself that it starts very early. It starts with preschool children, where parents and teachers have launched projects together with the police and get support from the police. And children at that early age learn playfully through theatre play what consequences violence and abuse have. This shows you that prevention doesn't have to be rocket science. Very often, you can do a lot with very simple means in a very practical way if we start early enough, ladies and gentlemen. With early support, we can prevent children from becoming perpetrators and criminals, so we can prevent new victims of crime being created. People who have been victimized already need our protection, something that has come into the focus in recent years more than before, thank goodness. I find it most important that we do not only see these people as objects in a criminal procedure, we also have to look at the suffering and help them individually and appropriately, because everybody deals with their victim role individually. Many people do give that support. It's the police, it's employees of the judiciary, other public bodies. We need those people so that no victim is ever forgotten. Prevention, crime prevention and victim protection is something we are committed to in the government of the land of North Rhine-Westphalia. It's at the focus of our attention, and I'm very proud that we can offer concepts at this Crime Prevention Day with which we can implement the idea of victim protection. They are very exciting projects, very regional concepts, like, for example, the work of our State Prevention Council. But there are also large projects, land-wide projects, like one project in which we deal with children and young people who become perpetrators at a very early age. We do a lot to prevent a criminal career. We get them back into our midst. This is something you can learn about in this conference, what efforts we take, what success we have already had in that respect. You can also see how easy it is to break open a window as a burglar. I have done that a lot. I am faster than 10 seconds. I can do it in under 10 seconds. So you know what I can do when I'm not a minister any longer. But the most important thing in this is you can learn about what you can do to protect yourself and others from crimes such as burglaries. The topic of the campaign in North Rhine-Westphalia is Bolt It. There are dangers where everybody works each day, and that's the internet, which more and more gives us more and more information and becomes a crime site. The questions are, what can you do on the internet to prevent your victimization? Yeah, you may have heard that cybercrime is under the umbrella of the State Criminal Office of North Rhine-Westphalia, and they give preventive programs as well. You see, I'm very happy as the Minister of Interior of the land of North Rhine-Westphalia that we are hosting the biggest conference on crime prevention here in Bielefeld. We can be very proud of that as people from North Rhine-Westphalia and people from Bielefeld. It's clear, ladies and gentlemen, that I think you will find out during the conference, or maybe you have found out already, that all you have to do is look into the program of your of the conference. The outcome is that prevention, crime prevention, has many facets. You see different people from very different walks of life. Each of these people will give you his or her view and ideas about what prevention means. Last but not least, ladies and gentlemen, for me, crime prevention is that we do something now. We do something now, and in the future we will benefit from it, or our children, maybe even our grandchildren, will benefit from it too. I am convinced that this prevention of crime is not a naive idea of a better world, but those who don't like this idea of crime prevention will have to pay a high bill for that at the end. Thank you for your attention and enjoy the Crime Prevention Conference.